Battling blight, more than a dozen of blighted or abandoned properties are slated for demolition by the city, but one neighborhood is taking up the work of revitalizing their historic homes. News Channel 20's Emily Jordan is live in studio and has details on how this neighborhood is combating the blight. Emily?
That's right, Mark. Enos Park Development has acquired more than 125 properties in their neighborhood. Michelle Ownby is a manager for the real estate arm of Enos Park Neighborhood Association. She says their nonprofit has been flipping blighted houses in the neighborhood for years.
The city can't just swoop in and take someone's property, nor would we want them to without due process. But the practical reality of that means that these houses often sit vacant for years. We don't want it to get to the point that the city has a court order to demolish. We want to intervene before it gets to that stage.
But Ownby says there is more the city could do, from zoning and planning to redevelop the core of the city. Ownby says abandoned homes can cause all sorts of problems for the neighborhood. Enos Park Development used breaks even on the sale of their homes. Their last renovation cost around $125,000. I'm Emily Jordan. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Emily. Now, Enos Park Development turns over some properties for others to renovate them into owner-occupied single-family homes, and they renovate homes themselves. Enos Park neighborhood in Springfield is battling blight into their own hands. Blighted and abandoned properties can cause a host of issues for a neighborhood, owning property values and creating nuisance. News Channel 20's Emily Jordan is live in studio and has the story of how one house has been transformed. Emily?
That's right, Mark. 1023 North 5th Street has undergone major renovation this year after it fell far from its original occupants. Michelle Ownby, the manager for Enos Park Development, real estate arm of the Neighborhood Association, says the home's previous owners had passed. Ownby says they were a city employee and a master gardener. But by the time Enos Park Development acquired the property from the estate, the backyard had grown wild.
All the contents of the house had been left behind. It never got cleaned out. You know, there was still food in the refrigerator. So imagine a house that's been sitting for 2 or 3 years with no utilities, and still a fridge full of food, and what that looks like and what that smells like.
Squatters took up in the home and caused major damage. Ownby says it's a familiar tale for blighted properties across the neighborhood, attracting homeless encampments, fly dumping, vermin, all while driving value down. Ownby says Enos Park is the oldest neighborhood in Springfield, but she says the expanse of the city has meant decay for its core neighborhoods. I'm Emily Jordan. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Emily. Now, Ownby says blight isn't just a problem at Enos Park, and it's certainly not just unique to Springfield.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more videos from News Channel 20.